What was the dumbest rule your school enforced?
In elementary, they banned running entirely. No running on the playground either. They also banned all ball sports, and would take your ball if you took it in from home, and they would put it in the gym cupboard to be used during PE class, physical education. Keep in mind that these were 4 to 11-year-olds, so everyone ignored the rules and so many were in detention. I'm not sure what we called it, that they had to drop the rule and nothing came of that. But the second rule about ball sports? Well, it turned out that one of the kids in the year below me had bought an aside soccer ball by a really famous player, and the school took it and kept it. We found out because there was a very angry mother screaming at the secretary that they effectively stole something that could be worth upwards of $1,000. They obviously gave back the ball and stopped stealing them after that. Who would have thought that stealing from little kids was a bad idea?
Conservative Christian college. A group of us played Age of Empires one weekend. They didn't like it and called a meeting. Everyone involved got misdemeanors on their records. There was nothing in the handbook about it being against the rules. The only person that didn't get any punishment was the son of the president, even though he was just as involved as the rest of us. Was quite interesting explaining the write-up on my record when I transferred. You got a misdemeanor for what? Edit. They made it a rule after the fact and did this several other times with things such as nail polish or radio control helicopters.
In my freshman year of high school, we had a terrible vandalism problem. The bathrooms would be broken in various ways almost constantly. In a stroke of pure genius, the staff decided that any bathroom that was vandalized would be closed for the week on first offense, the quarter for second, and permanently on the third offense. They took back the rule after closing every bathroom on day 1.
Holy shit, recently at my high school someone stole a fucking urinal. I have no clue how someone manages to do that.
That takes some Ocean's 11 level planning right there.
School added thumbprint scanners at gates of school which counted as registration. Needless to say, I would just walk to school, scan my thumb and walk back home with them none the wiser. Was a great few months until they noticed.
Months.
I managed to not go to school for a month one time before anyone called home. I thought it was pretty good, but I'm impressed someone made it months. Though with the way some schools are, it isn't too surprising.
Took all the doors off the men's room bathroom stalls because of vandalism for 2 months.
Same at my school, but for all 4 years. We had no TP or mirrors either.
No TP. What did you use then?
If I had to poo, I'd walk home.
Legit, if that happened at my high school, I'd just leave school midday. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Don't tell me I gotta wait fucking 3 more hours until I can empty my bowels, or I'll empty them on top of a desk in the middle of class.
This guy shits.
You means this guy snaps.
Effectively turned every public bathroom into a private bathroom, I guess.
Either a private bathroom or a very public bathroom, depending on how desperate other people are.
Prom was a mandatory lockdown for the night in order to avoid students going to parties after prom. Prom was held at various house parties across town instead.
I hate it when schools shove their noses into everyone else's business.
We had overnight dry grad. It wasn't a dance, but more like a game night. There were bounce houses / obstacle courses and other games and stuff, plus food, obviously. By about 4 to 5 a.m. I was pretty tired and actually asked if I could go home. No go. They wouldn't let anyone out unless their parent came and got them, or it was an emergency. It was stupid as hell since we were 17/18 and had driven ourselves to the school, and all it did was make us drive home overtired at 7 a.m. I'm surprised everyone made it home alright since we were basically sleeping against walls and each other by that point. Edit, Canada. As far as I know, there is no curfew for minors here. But yes, the reasoning the teachers gave me for not letting us go was a liability issue, and they had to wait till sunrise to let us leave. Edit 2, there is a curfew for minors between 12 to 6 a.m., but I don't think they really enforce it unless they catch you doing something stupid. Edit 3, lots of people mentioned calling the cops. 1. Our school's assigned officer was there for safety reasons / first responder in case there was an accident / emergency. 2. Very few people actually asked to leave early, and we knew it would be a liability / safety issue. Everyone's parents signed the permission slips, or the student would sign if they were 18. It was an opt-in event, so you didn't have to go, but if you did, you knew you'd be there till sunrise. 3. Americans have some serious issues with authority.
Locked bathroom doors in the period after lunch. You should have gone at lunch. Also banned duct tape accessories back when that was a trend. They said it was gang activity.
In 6th grade, they switched out all student chairs for large rubber stability balls. There was a strict no bouncing rule. It was a disaster. Edit, this was in Arizona in the late 90s for those asking. The idea was to promote better posture.
This wouldn't work with any age group, let alone 6th graders.
Actually, we have those in one classroom in HS, only because the teacher who has classes there is a bit nuts. At first everyone was bouncing on them, but we got bored of it after some time. These bouncy balls are supposedly good for your back, and I love them, but it would be an absolute nightmare in primary school.
How does anyone that works with children think that was a good idea?
Hell, I don't think that would work with adults.
No backpacks to class, but purses were allowed. Girls started carrying around purses big enough to be considered a backpack. Guys got pissed, started carrying purses too.
I'd wear my backpack on my front and call it a front pack.
You couldn't wear any kind of head items that were gang colors, red or blue. This included hairbands, scrunchies, beads in your hair, ribbons, anything. I got in trouble for wearing a blue hairband with white polka dots.
Don't joke about